Hi, I'm Michael Cusimano, and I'll be talking about why the NBA should change their policy on their salary cap. The NBA is facing salary problems currently. With the aftermath of the Big Three in Miami, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, there are some questions raised about the competitive balance currently in the NBA. One problem fans face is that they think star players taking less money to play with other stars undermines the competitive levels in the NBA. And they have a point. After huge pay cuts, the three stars have made it to 4 straight championships. LeBron James is the catalyst for this, and he's a unique person in this manner. LeBron James is the best player in the world, and although players care about their salaries, LeBron James cares much more about winning. The reason this is bad is because LeBron James doesn't need the money. He has other investments and is worth over 8 figures without even putting on his jersey. So all he cares about is winning, which is just the incentive structure that undermines the competitive balance in a sport. But how would you stop this? You can't force players to take more money, but you can make the incentives better for players. Although having a salary cap is necessary with most sports, in the NBA it might be hurting more than helping. First, it creates a price ceiling. Only being able to pay players a fixed amount creates other incentives to be more prominent in a player's decision, such as location or cities' tax rates. The proposed solution is to remove the price ceiling by removing the cap altogether. Players would get paid what the market dictates instead of the best player on the team demanding a max deal. Players would have to make a real decision based on wildly changing salaries, roster strength, and among other things. The goal of the system would be to create competitive balance by getting superstars on different teams. You will always get a team like the Yankees who will shove money to get the best players possible. The balance here is that the risk is worth the reward. The team would have to pay absurd amount of luxury tasks of risking all that money to injury. Smarter, better managed teams have an advantage here if they take less salary demanding players. If they find players that work well together and can afford reliable benches, then they save money and create a better team. This is much like the comparison to the Spurs of last year compared to the Heat. The Heat had 3 out of 10 of the top paid players in the league, while the top paid player on the Spurs was number 37 in the league. They don't even have 37 teams in the league. Risk versus reward is the solution here. There's no right answer, and you could get burned for doing either. This makes smart off seasons and executive decisions relevant again. There are a few unique twists. For instance, you can make it so rookies must make it through a certain amount of years before they have an unlimited cap. They also brought up a franchise tag, tagging players to a certain team, much like what they do in the NFL. Whatever is decided to happen, there are many choices, and not many appear possible without at least a short strike. In closing, there is no way to really know if players taking pay cuts for a greater good or to undermine the competitive spirit. Regardless, by making dramatic salary changes, we can assume competition has free market implications and keeping competitive balance pure.